What's up, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, today, well, at the time of you guys watching this, it'll be Friday. But yesterday, James Dunmore, the accused killer of Allisha Watts, who went missing, has made his second court appearance. Now, this hearing right here was a probable cause hearing, meaning they got all the information and it came out today and people had a chance to say their sides of the story in building the case against this man. Now, supposedly he came in there today. He was dressed in prison clothes, a face mask, and he was shackled. There was a lot of people in the courtroom, a lot of emotions. And the reason why we're doing this video is because some disturbing details about the mind of this madman have came out, and it's shocking. And I wanted to share it with you guys before the media actually came all the way out on it. It's written in the article. You won't see it in any video because a lot of people are still scrambling to get their stories together. So you'll be the first to hear it here. But check it out. I'm gonna read this article to you briefly about what happened, and I'll come back and talk to you in a second. Now, the article reads, boyfriend of Allisha Watts appears in court on a murder charge. Montgomery County, North Carolina, new details were revealed about Allisha Watts' alleged killer during his court appearance this past Thursday. Watts, who was believed to have been killed on July 16th, was reported missing on July 18th in Charlotte. She had been in the city visiting her boyfriend, James Dunmore, when she was last seen at his home. For weeks, search parties and law enforcement worked to find the Moore County woman. More than 1 month after her disappearance, Watts' body was found behind a cemetery in Montgomery County on August 24th. Investigators determined Dunmore as a suspect in the case and arrested him in Charlotte. He was later moved to Montgomery County, where he is still being held. Now, I want you guys to pay attention. This is what happened yesterday in court. On Thursday, a probable cause hearing was held in the Montgomery County Courthouse. Dunmore was brought into the courtroom by deputies. He was wearing black and white striped jail jumpsuit, a face mask, and handcuffed. He was handcuffed and shackled. Prosecutors called several witnesses, including investigators from agencies involved in the case. During Dunmore's court appearance, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Detective Childers, with his missing persons unit, said that he went to visit Dunmore's sister while Dunmore was in the hospital for a suicide attempt. Childers said that when Dunmore was located in Watts' Mercedes in a parking lot of the DMV in Polkton, that he had overdosed while attempting suicide with blood pressure medication. Dunmore was taken to Atrium Health in Monroe to be treated. According to Childers, Dunmore's sister had gotten the key fob to the Mercedes when she went to visit him in the hospital. She went to the vehicle and removed several items according to testimony. Those items were later given to Childers and included a bag containing muddy clothes, muddy shoes mixed with vegetation that Childers described as pine needles. Childers also talked about what happened when he went to visit Dunmore in the hospital. He noted Dunmore was sweating and breathing rapidly. Dunmore allegedly told detectives that he wanted to watch TV and that he didn't think he could speak to them without a lawyer. Childers also said he spoke with Dunmore's wife, who separated from him after a relationship of 15 years in March. Childers said that the wife described Dunmore as controlling, manipulative, and calculating. Artie Bruton, Dunmore's wife, took the stand in the probable cause case hearing on Thursday. She had a difficult time testifying, crying, and had to stop several times. During her testimony, Bruton said that Dunmore was physically abusive and given to severe anger. She described the night after the separation in which She said that Dunmore kidnapped, choked, and sexually assaulted her while driving her around in a car for several hours. During the time, she said Dunmore looked at her and said, "I should murder your ass. I should murder your ass right now." She also testified that she believed that Dunmore had set her BMW on fire and placed a tracking device in her Honda. Bruton filled in the arson report after her car was burned. There were also testimony from Daniel Poplin. Poplin is a paramedic who coordinates the EMS training program and also works as county medical examiner. Poplin was called to the scene where Watts' remains were found. He said in court that his preliminary opinion of the cause of death of Allisha Watts involved blunt force trauma to the head and strangulation based on the injuries to her skull. Poplin pointed out that the official cause of death Watts has not been determined. That ruling will come from the state medical examiner's office. Once the hearing was concluded on Thursday, the court found probable cause that James Dunmore murdered Allisha Watts on or around July 18th. Dunmore is charged with Watts' murder and first appeared in court in late August, where he was denied bail. The motive of killing remains unclear, as does Watts' cause of death. All right, guys. We got a brief summary of everything, and it filled in a lot of blanks. And a lot of stuff I said, and we all agreed on in the comment section, guys, was true. He was violent, manipulative, weak-minded, and just stupid all the way around. There's no way Allisha Watts, Arnie Bruton, or anybody else should be subjected to somebody that used to tell you they love you. I don't know what makes people snap, man, women, what have you. But the bottom line is this: is always an option, and it's to walk away, especially if somebody doesn't want to be with you no more. Rejection is a part of life, just like failure is a part of success. He should have known better. For him to be older than me, I think he's 51, 52 years old. He should know better. Allisha Watts was in the community, doing positive things. God knows where it could have taken her. But this guy right here threw away like garbage, because inside himself, he knows he's garbage. I want you to pay attention. First thing is this. I had an inkling that his sister was an enabler with him, because that house he lived in was his sister's. Was renting the house out to James's wife. A lot of people say, why couldn't James' wife leave at a certain time? She was bound with a lease, and the mother was staying there of James Dunmore, and they begged him to stay. Oh, Artie, you're good for him, and all this other stuff. But no progress was made, and she barely escaped with her life. Like I said before, that trap and all that stuff that he had Allisha Watts put in, I think was meant for his wife initially. I do. This man has a heart full of hate. A bunch of gunfire going off in his head, and he can't see the light because he's shrouded in darkness. His sister, no different, and she gonna go to jail. Listen, you tampering with evidence. You went and got the murder clothes out of the car and then later returned them when you got caught. Here's another thing, guys, I've learned. Her fingerprints was all in Allisha Watts' car after it was confiscated. Why? Another thing is, she had Allisha Watts' mail from her house. Why would you have mail from her house? You had Allisha Watts' mail? That means what? You was in her house. According to reports, her fingerprints was found in Allisha Watts' house. She's in deep trouble, y'all. And I knew he had help because I'm like, there's no way, as dumb as they say he acted with his character, he did this by himself. She was enabling him. Just like she knew that Artie Bruton was getting beat up in that house and she wasn't saying nothing. You had an abuser, that's your brother, that attacked other women like yourself, and you did nothing. You act like it was none of your business when you had a terror that was a sibling. And all this could have been avoided. Allisha Watts should still be here. Artie Bruton and Allisha should not have been beaten. Guys, listen. They said she died of blunt force trauma to the head. Now, a lot of people say, hey, with a medical report, the acute reasoning, meaning like the internals of what caused her heart to stop and her life to pass off. That's what they're talking about. But her head was bashed in, and I don't mean to be graphic. It was bashed in and she was strangled. This man took her and did all of this in an abandoned trailer home. The report didn't tell you that. I have close sources down there in Charlotte. I spoke at Allisha Watts' funeral. You understand what I'm saying? Her family, good people. Allisha Watts' story must be told. You understand what I'm saying? This man disfigured her by bashing her head in. And I don't mean to get upset, but I mean, it's messed up. It's a surreal feeling when you cover these stories and then you're standing right next to the casket of someone whose pain you felt and didn't even know. I didn't know Allisha Watts personally, but it was an absolute honor for me to go down there and speak on her behalf to the 300 or 400 people in that funeral service and give my heartfelt condolences to that family, because them some good people. I seen them, laughed with them, talked with them, ate with them, and drank with them. You took this woman to an abandoned trailer and had your way with her and ended her life when all you could have did was got that gun or them shell casings or whatever and that was spent and used them on yourself. I don't understand. You can never be a victim when you victimize people. This guy got a long rap sheet from Virginia all the way out to here. His wife that he separated from is a stand-up woman. It took courage, y'all, for her to get up there. Like I said, she cried several times, but she held fast because her story must be told, and she's doing it for Allisha. To stand in front of a man that you once loved and thought it was going to be forever, and you got to sit up there and talk about the atrocities he's done that led up to the demise of another woman, is a hard thing to do. And we need to really think about that, be empathetic to it. His sister going to jail. Good. Good. She needs the same fate he did because she's an enabler. She could have ended this a long time ago by throwing his dumb ass out. You can't save a broken man. Just like you can't save a woman that's ruined in the inside. You put an Apple AirPod tracking device on your ex-wife's Honda after the separation. She don't want you while you're bothering her. Set her BMW on fire. The day after y'all separate, you get her in her car, you drive her around in her car and terrorize her and her shit, threatening to kill her. What is going on with people where they feel as though they have to have a threat of physical violence in order to keep someone in their vicinity or presence that doesn't want to be with them? If there's no love, there's no life with that person. Why would you even do that? It's a dominant thing. They have insecurities within themselves. I hope they get this dude to death penalty. I do. He's nothing but a monster. Ain't no man. It's messed up. I talk about a lot of times, I wish I could fix this stuff. And more people like me need to start talking about this and shunning it. We should be harmonious as male and female, regardless of the race. No matter what you've been through, we know the difference between right and wrong. And if you got to do wrong to make yourself feel right, maybe you need to stay in the fucking house, or you need to end it right now, because the world will be a better place. May Allisha Watts rest in peace. I'll be down there next month for the court case. I'll be reporting from there, from Charlotte. You know, the family keep me in tune. And, you know, shout out to everybody in Charlotte. You know, it's always love with me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. It's a damn shame.